The following is a transcript between Matías De Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am, originally produced on February 9th, 2021, under the constellation of Aquarius in the mental week, examining through the Taurus. I am. Look at him, and he'll look back at you. Stare into his eyes. What do you see? Me. I see my own reflection, expectant. I am. Who do you see? Me, myself. I am. But it's not you, because you look outside. You're still a reflection of yourself. Me, how can I join and be unity? I am. You must go through the eye of the dragon. Me, who is the dragon? I am. Come with me to meet him, and you will be able to remember yourself. Tell me, what do you think the dragon is? I am. It's a mythological creature built from different parts of sacred animals. In Asia, the dragon is a monster that, according to which culture is benevolent, like Japan, and for others it is fearsome, like China. His body was formed from all of the power totems: snake, tiger, bat, tortoise, peacock, cow, fish, cat, crane, and many others, who unite their attributes to form a sacred being, the idyllic, the god of the totems. Throughout life, humans are supposed to incorporate attributes, qualities of these totems, animals of power, symbols that gave us tools and stability, special capacities if we managed to get a hold of the technique with consciousness. And the great exam was to face the dragon. The final exam is made us see if we were already ready to obtain this prize, the treasure, what is hidden behind under its protection. And it became an interesting symbol to speak of care, of protection, being the emblem of sacred sites such as the sphinxes, being of eternal wisdom that test those who appear before them. And the image of the creatures was adding attributes while the cultures were taking it as their own, moving from Asia to the Mediterranean and expanding into European cultures where dragons became the mythological creatures par excellence. I am, but precisely the term dragon does not refer to this mythological creature. Me, it doesn't? I am. Dragons come from the conjugation of a Greek verb in aorist. It is the type of Indo-European conjugation that converts into action into a time or moment. The verb is to look carefully, derkomai, which in aorist, indeterminate, it says draken, with which the adjective that defines the person who stares. It is said drakon. The drakon, later called dragon, was basically the guardian, the protector, the custodian of something, and the one who protects a place, looks fixedly, attentively, and clearly to identify everything that happens. He is the one who can see so directly that he does not only see the form, but he also looks through you to your soul and spirit. Thus, this concept was transferred to mythology, embodied in all of those people or creatures who took care of and watched over something or a place. Me, wow. So the dragon is the one who watches from a fixed look. I am. And for this reason, the ancients placed their name to the constellation that fixedly watched over the others, Draco. Its Latinized name hails one of the most important sights in the entire sky of the northern hemisphere, the celestial north or north pole of the boreal ecliptic. Me, what does this mean? I am. Do you remember that the North Stars are defined based on the fact that the Earth's axis is dragged in a circle for 26,000 years? Me, I do. I am. Well, that circle in which the Earth rotates like a pendulum has a center, and that center is the heart of Draco. That is to say that Draco, his heart, is the true physical axis of heaven and the one that never changes, although from our point of view, the star Alpha Draconis indicates one of the sectors or polar stars, specifically the one that guides the Egyptians long ago. 5,000 years old, the heart of this constellation between Zeta and Delta Draconis is the true axis of the polar circle of 26,000 years ago. Me, wow, I am. That is the way of the dragon, the one that begins at the exact North Pole, coiling the earth in its body, and the tail ending in the South Pole. Me. It is the path that I must take at the end of the year 2021. From the North Pole to the South Pole, it is the Kundalini, and now I understand why he called it the path of the dragon. I am. The dragon is a symbol that unites all potentials, that is, the chakras, the centers of power, the source of energy that you nourish with the consciousness of the spirit mind, with the unconsciousness of the emotions of the soul, and the subconscious of the action of the body. Each chakra or energy wheel completes the dragon circuit, uniting the emotional attributes of your being to activate its real potential. But the dragon has a clear mission: to protect, guard, watch over the treasures that live in you, and it will protect them with all the weapons it possesses. Me, in other words, one attacks one's self. One's own energy defends itself from our inability to manage. I am. The being itself has a defense mechanism, which in the body you call the immune system, in the soul you call trauma, and in the mind you call belief. The three of them are there with the sole objective of taking care of your treasure, the fruit of knowledge, those that grow in the tree of life. Me, my fruits are the chakras, energies that grow on the tree of my genetics, and the dragon, the Kundalini, protects them from my incoherence, of course. It is the penultimate test of the hero, of Hercules, stealing the apples from the garden of Hesperides, and for this he must kill the dragon that guards them. I am. The apple tree of golden apples refers to the enlightened knowledge or wisdom, light made matter or fruit. The feathered serpent, that is, that being that arises from the earth but flies through the air, describes the being that recognizes its subconscious history and uses the energy of the unconscious to fly fast and free in consciousness. That is to say, that he uses the seed of the apple. The concept of stealing the apple is not well described in that myth. Actually, stealing implies collecting, and you don't have to kill the dragon. You have to know how to cross it, to calm it down so that it is asleep in harmony and wakes up only at the command of consciousness. The dragon is the vital energy, which, if not well managed, destroys everything in its path. The dragon defeats itself constantly, and therefore, when a being is close to getting one of these apples of consciousness and bringing light to its tree, the dragon activates its defense mechanism to protect itself through attitudes, emotions, ideas, and reacting based on its trauma and beliefs. The dragon is benevolent and protecting the essence of what we are, but it is fearsome defending our interior, even from ourselves. Me, from our own stupidity. I am. One wrong move, and the dragon will pull out everything in its power to destroy you, preventing you from damaging your own essence. Like the gargoyles in a cathedral, their demonic aspect has no other purpose than to defend you from yourself. Me. Wow, I understand. And that's why we usually fear him. We usually put him the image of what we have to overcome. Saint Geordie, Saint George, and the dragon. I am the knight who must face all of his emotions, everything he does not know about himself, and who has to have the willpower to face his own monsters. Well, the earth turns looking for a north and a purpose, looking around as if avoiding the only truth. You can only find the precious gem, the pearl, the diamond, the ruby, if you dare to look straight into the dragon's eyes and go through it. Me. That's why I came here. I am in a castle from where I can see the dragon on Montserrat Mountain, knowing that in the next few days I will be sleeping in a town called Ruby. I am. Everything is aligned then. Me. Wow. Speechless. How should I face him? I am, through his eye, on the day of the new moon, pass from one dimension to the other and start again, a new time. Me, the eye of the dragon, there where I find myself, where I join my reflection. I am, where I and I are reunited. Just let me find you when I see that you have come to meet me. Me, I move a tile so that you can move yours. I am. Each dragon's thorn is an emotion, and now that you understand that from the mind, it's time to explore them in your soul. The energy in your body has only been protecting you from your own ignorance. When you realize it, all you have to do is to stare at the dragon and become it. Me, taking responsibility for my own being, I will no longer need to be taken care of. I will take care of myself. I am, only if you dare to look at him. The Kundalini of the world will not be able to ignite if you do not ignite first. You must traverse your own path of the dragon in order to traverse that of all humanity. Remember, this time you must not steal the apples, but the only way you will become the hero is if you become your own guardian, the dragon himself, and return the apples that you have stolen back to the apple, the tree of life. Me, how do I know that? I am. Become aware of every idea, emotion, and attitude that you have decided to make your own in your life, and recognize from what necessity you have made them part of you when in reality they do not belong to you. Me. How to believe that my personal purpose was to fall in love, when that is something that I try to reverse from my family, from my grandmother, and I have made it my own, following the same patterns. I must identify the things that I believe because I am creating them. I am. All of these are fruits of your tree that you have taken, and that your dragon recognizes that they do not belong to you, but that they belong to many more, and that they are there for humanity. Each apple is a gift that constitutes your personality, and that makes you who you are, but also imprisons you in what you hope to be. Me. It's hard to do this task. I am, but not impossible. Me. Then what do? I am. Return these apples with love, this knowledge to your entire tree, looking into the eyes of the dragon without fear of losing or winning, honoring who you are. Me. It is the same thing that I will do in the Camino from August to December 2021. Return to the path of the dragon what we have taken from it, what we have stolen from it. Resow the garden of Hesperides. I am, and what you should do in your own being. So for a moment, stop moving and look at the true north axis. Feel the heartbeat of the dragon and ignite the ruby that lies within you. Me. As the draconian master said in the temple of Sobek in Kamambo, humans are a precious gem wrapped in shit. I am, and only the shadows can teach you how to see what is hidden under it. Me. Face the monsters, the creatures that I myself have created, and there I will find my precious gem in essence of my I am. I am. Open your heart from the shadows to show you the beauty that you have covered in trash. Allow them to tell you what aspects of yourself they are protecting you from. Me. And so I will become one with my shadows and my lights. I will be able to see the center and go through the eyes of my being from right to left, and the eyes of the earth from north to south. Only in this way is the beat of my heart. I will be able to become the beat of his. I am. Welcome to the way of the dragon.